All right. Good morning. My name is Francisco. I am the co-founder and CEO of Yopaki. As the Mexican law would call us, we are a fintech company offering Bitcoin services. We're not a Bitcoin company, but being here in Austin, we're a Bitcoin only company. Now, Startup Day does have a special meeting for your the thing went there. Oh, it's it. It went down for a sec. I appreciate it. Gemini wishing I love you. Sorry. No, I appreciate it too. We have tech on site. All Carlos. My tech support. Startup Day does have a special meaning for us. In 2023, we didn't really have a company. We had an idea and we had a lot of goals to basically have an exchange in Mexico. It's still glitching. Just it was doing that yesterday too. When they want to. Thank you. I'll just keep blabbing. My presentation is actually very short, so no excuse. I stayed up late. Today's my birthday, so it's great. Way to celebrate. Yes, this. Thanks, Teresa. So as Car House in 2023, we decided to pretty much copy some of the things that have worked in Austin, and we announced Mexico's first Bitcoin Plus party. That came along with a lot of fun twists. We were the ones responsible for projecting Bitcoin into the Mexican central bank. Fast forward into 2024. Feel free to like, yep. Fast forward into 2024, and the stakes were even higher, where the PlebLab brought Startup Day to Mexico. So first time PlebLab was doing this internationally. It looks like it's working. Thanks, Micah. During this time, we were able to achieve a number of things. But one of those was, as I mentioned in the last Startup Day, we raised a little money. We got accepted into Wolf. We connected with different investors. We have an app that is today available on both Android and iOS. We have users in Mexico learning how to use a Bitcoin wallet for the first time ever. And we're doing this through different methods. Some of you know we have a game, Loteria, which is like bingo, and it offers users the opportunity to earn and be exposed to Bitcoin for the first time. That's just the TLDR. Now, today, I'm really here to make a lightning-related announcement in the form of an event, which, if we know, I guess in Mexico, we're known to do the type of crazy things that are unforgettable, and we're trying to continue that tradition. One of the things that do happen outside of this room, still, even with the ETFs and Wall Street getting involved, the governments being interested in Bitcoin, is what is Bitcoin? And I don't know how many people in the room recognize this space. Have you guys watched this video? Any of you? Oh, this is going to be good. So outside of this room, this is what people hear on what really is Bitcoin. Rare. Unship. He put on mic up. Yeah, put the sound output from the computer. Oh. So is this not on? What was it? Was it the Bali Priest on the YouTube video? Yes. Okay, I heard sound. Heard it? Oh. And Bitcoin is here to mouse is essential. But we also commerce. I would also well. Now, I mean, regular get hot dog. So we make you we share Bitcoin on top of other blockchains. We want to do a Bitcoin. We quote it now, so here go. The say a Bitcoin, there's a vaccine. So the letters of color back. I realized Bitcoin. Our search we eat cat and prevents anyone between one isn't mostly the here best for they will hack that. It's a better than us. The Bitcoin, the only place it might be an action is that make it easy. Elements are the key. But this doesn't matter. The spots to block. In score the keymaster goes. As long as you're dowsing, know what to see other Bitcoins if you're a sanctuary. That's why Bitcoin is a treasure of play.
On that, where's that? Even though it costs her, while the for pizza, tons of fun. Similar, like the Tito Basic or Sex Support, and so more. So, US styles, please for now.
It's amazing. I don't know if you guys haven't. It sounds like a lot of you hadn't seen it. It's amazing. But this is really what's happening out there now. Think about talking lightning payments. That's another conversation, right? One of the things we have found as we have expanded into Mexico is the old conversation of, oh, you cannot even pay for a cup of coffee, right? You've all heard this, and we know that that's not true. We know that with Bitcoin payments, a coffee transaction is doable. In fact, it can be super quick with, once again, the Lightning Network. Lightning payments, for any of us that have used it, the first time you had that experience, I would like to use the word magic. And as we orange pill or educate our family and friends to really use any type of wallet, the reaction is always magical. Now, for our market in Mexico, we have identified 37 million people in the prime of their careers. The country has 130 million, plus the maybe 25 million living in the US. But in Mexico specifically, there's a huge demand for fintech products. Technology in the infrastructure has been built. It's not like people don't have access to payment rails, except there hasn't been a focus on Bitcoin-focused products. And that's one of the goals that we wanted to change. In fact, we have built an app that brings the entire Bitcoin journey to users, meaning getting exposure to the Bitcoin. And we've done that by giving them free sats. So any Mexican, as up to date, 100% of the population knows this game. They can download Yopaki, not know what Bitcoin is, play the game, get 100 sats per card, plus 500 referrals, and so on. Once they have those sats and their first exposure to Bitcoin, their next transaction would be transfer those into a Lightning wallet, which we have also built into our app. Now, once they have this app, there's different things they can do. One of the most prominent right now is the ability to send those sats into any Mexican bank account. What that means is that there are millions of Mexicans right now that don't even need to know what Bitcoin is, and they can still interact with it. But we still feel like we need to bring Lightning experiences to the people. And this is difficult because, as we saw in that video, talking about Bitcoin is not as fun for most people as it is for us. So we do have a crazy idea that we think is going to be the biggest Lightning event in history. So what if we were to take a van, completely take it apart, make a Bitcoin themed van where it will travel in different cities in the US and Mexico and offer free coffee. Now, this free coffee does have a caveat. That catch would be you need to be following us on social and you need to have the app. So as soon as you download the Yopaki wallet, you'll be able to transact for that free coffee. This gives users the ultimate experience of getting a free coffee with Lightning. And this experience will onboard the next 25 to 30,000 people in Mexico this year. What if we were to do this in 21 cities? That means it will create 21 different stories with different age groups. And of course, these events would be parties of some sort. We're calling this the Lightning Claimant Store, a Bitcoin story. Now that we've announced it, we can share that we've been looking into the logistics of it, and it is going to be a nightmare. So because we're going to document the whole thing, the process of the van reconstruction, the espresso machine, hopefully not getting flat tires, talking to people, their experience with Lightning, what they liked about Bitcoin exposure. And again, that whole story of I cannot buy coffee with Bitcoin is going to be history. We're thinking of bringing this, so your support will be amazing. Please make sure to follow our journey on socials. Our website is going to be changing in the next couple of weeks. So we would appreciate if you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and stay tuned for specific dates. Thank you.